Hello YouTube fans, here again, and I figure why not this one, that being The Burning. I thought after doing the second Friday the 13th, why not The Burning? Now The Burning was quite straightforward, blood and gore slasher film by the man himself, Don Safina. This was one of the reasons why Don Safina did not come back to do the special effects for Friday the 13th Part 2. He also the same they did another film what I probably will talk about as well, that being The Paolo. Now, I've done a lot of times, I've done a review of The Burning. It's one of my favourite slasher films. It's like I said, it's straightforward. Starts off where you've got these kids, they're going to pay a prank on this guy called Thingy Teps there. And it horribly goes wand and he gets badly burnt. It does, it's like, I think, a couple of days later, or a couple of months later, but there's always a funny scene in it. We'll get to that. There's a funny scene when he died, sewing off, and he's saying, "Oh, you want to be a doctor? You want to be a doctor? You want to see him die? He's burned bad. You know what I mean? He's a fucking Big Mac." It's cool, but it was funny at the same time. But that funny scene there. But like I say, he comes around, Devon stares like die, and a couple of days later he comes out. This bit we could have just kept it on the cutting for. You could have kept it on the cutting floor. There's a bit where he's prostitute. He picks a prostitute up. I just don't see his face. I don't know. Don't forget, he's badly burnt. She suddenly sees him. He gets a pair of scissors and he stabs her. It's like a graphic death scene, but he does actually stab her. Now, the thing was, when this come out the second time on VHS back in 82 when they released it, another film was 1981, it was effing cut. It was cut to pieces, more cut than that poor woman was. Because it was the era when the video nasty era. Remember what I was talking about? The video nasty era. So Fawn Videos was a company at the time. They did two versions, and by accident they threw in the uncut one. Bit of history. Looking at it now, I'm thinking, why the hell was it a video nasty? Why the hell was all going to like it? Could have been the original art cover where it was just a photo of the character on fire. I don't know, but you know, it's the error of the video nasty error. To me, it's just your typical slice and dice, typical to a Friday the 13th film. It's a summertime film, and that's what it is. So you've got the kills in it. Some of the kills are bitty dull. You've got the teenagers, and it's a summertime. It's like typical of that era. You know, summertime films. I do like the bit where they're doing a summertime story and they play a prank on people, which is funny enough, it's similar. And I always say this, similar to Friday the 13th, part 2. That's right, part 2. And the Tepsi character is bitty dud. The first kill, that's there, you know what I mean? A couple making out. The girl basically tells him to do that because she's not into it. She walks off naked. The killer, you don't see the killer, but you see the slice. And she gets a full slit. Beautiful. You do see the aftersort afterwards, but I think they cheapened it out. And why do you think I cheapened it out? Because all they do is show a photo of her with a full slit, which was done in the film. And then they made the new boat because the boats have gone missing. And this bit is the best bit. It's the bit where John Safini definitely put his heart and his soul into the film because they're on the boat and it's going here. And I'm thinking they're going to find the body of that girl, anything like that. You know, your typical boohoo jumps there, nothing to it. But it ain't. Tepsa jumps out, stabs the teenagers, cuts this poor lad's fingers off. He's back to the fucking massacre them in seconds. I can never see where he's out and cried here, but at the same time, you can never see John Safini was the master of special effects when it comes to practical effects. How I miss practical effects. And I almost forgot to say, you got one woman, if anyone think you've seen her before, she was the one that played the reporter who had a love interest with a very long Don Ford fan, Dan, in the original, the Tacit, Bloodsport. Yes, he's in this. I just thought I'd throw it in. There's a couple doing it. Again, he got one kill, but it's off thing. He jumps out, stares this down, he stands up the stairs, but you don't actually see her get killed. But then the boyfriend comes in, and Tepsi comes out, stabs him in the dusset, drags him across this tree. A damn good effect. Really does look gory. And then you've got one lad in it. He's one of the main characters. Now this bit I could take it or leave it, because he turned out to be one of the lads when he was a kid what pulled the prank on Tepsa, and that's what taught him to get badly burnt. And I've got to give Don Safini something. A lot of people made fun of these special effects because you get the fulfillment nearly at the end where you see Pepsi in his old jewellery, all burnt up. His face is burnt there. Oh, his face is burnt there. Okay, it's not Freddy fucking Cougar. But I think he was rushed to do that. He did it almost in one day. And I've got to admit, I've got to give the man his due being John Safina. Them effects were damn good. For that era, them was really, really good effects. And so he's attacking this one lad. He's trying to attack the one that paid the prank on him. To me, though, they should just left it just one lad. There's one lad in it who's the longest out of them all. That's racist. Why not have him as that character? Because the other one I didn't buy was the longer version of him. So he's fighting with the cheetah. Well, one of the people that works there, and he's trying to stab him, and the lad who's basically the nerdy lad, I'll just call him a nerd, and he gets the sace and he stabs Tepsa, and he hits him with an axe, remember right there, and he's pinned on this thing, you know, your typical Trump stare, and the lad then gets a bow torch and burns Tepsa, and then they basically walk off. And then I've got an idea, got these other lads, and he's doing the Tamp story again, you know. I love the Tamp story actually. How did it go? How did it go? Whatever you do, don't breathe, he can hear you. Don't move, he can see you. How's it going? I think something like that. And it says, you're dead. Date headline, if you move, he'll hear you. If he... Oh, it's fucking me up, it's pissing me off down. I figured the headline. Don't move. Don't breathe, he can hear you. Don't move, you're dead. Something like that. But it's a damn good deadline. And it's basically was used as the thingy of the film. It does have the typical sequel bait ending, but sadly to say, nothing happens. That's a fan size I would have loved to have seen, but they never made a sequel. I think at the same time, 1 year after when this film come out, you know, it came out on video in the days of Ford. You remember that company. The video nasty era was around. They didn't want the video. They're trying to do away with videos, and that's why when they took it off the shelf, because it did happen, it was heavily cut. It's only now, thankfully, over the years, we got to see the movie in its uncut. But yeah, The Burning, I'll give it a 4-star rating. I don't ever want to see a remake. Don't remake it. Remake everything fucking going. If you're going to make a sequel, don't do a remake. I'm talking that they're going to make one, but I hope to God they don't, because this is still a good film. This is still a good old school summer camp, old school slasher film from 1981. People say it was a rip-off of Friday the 13th, but I still think it's a good one. If it is, it's a good one. Be smart, be safe. See you later.